Hi, I'm Jesse Nadelman, and for HTW 318, and I'm here to talk about e-cigarettes today. Weighing the pros of cons to them compared when talking about non-smokers and smokers. E-cigarettes are a new form. They came out a couple of years ago in 2014. They're a new form of smoking, an alternative to smoking cigarettes, where they are used with a device, some sort of device, and they release vapor from tobacco leaves or other flavors instead of smoking actually tobacco and lighting it on fire. It releases the vapor of in the device. There's many pros and cons. First of all, the pros would relate a lot to non-smokers. The first pro would be that it's much better than smoking tobacco. Smoking tobacco releases a lot of number of toxic chemicals like, say, tar, benzene, acinine, I think it's called, which increases the risk of causing cancer and other serious illnesses. That obviously, so for smokers, this is a good alternative to them because it's not as harmful to their body as smoking regular cigarettes. The next pro would be that it's less harmful. Obviously, it does not include as many toxins. And obviously it releases vapor, not smoke. That's really important because studies have shown that vapor, as I said before, it's releasing the water vapor from the tobacco leaves, not the actual smoke from burning the tobacco leaves, which would be in cigarettes. Unlike burning the tobacco, like in cigarettes, vapor contains nicotine, but it's not the same as smoking cigarettes. Vapors have significantly lower levels of carbon monoxide, which is associated with heart disease, and acrolein, which is associated with cancer and all the lung problems that you see on commercials and stuff that are associated with smoking tobacco. So obviously, especially for smokers, it is much better than smoking regular cigarettes because of the less amount of risks that are associated with it. And this would relate, and the last pro that I have would relate to non-smokers. It's less harmful to others when you're smoking cigarettes. Socially, the people around you can have the same toxins, inhaling the same toxins and same harmful effects in the cigarette smoke that the smoker is. So when you're smoking e-cigarettes, it's water vapor, so it does not release secondhand smoke, and therefore it is less harmful to the people around you. As we get into the cons, a lot of the cons still have to do with both smokers and non-smokers. The first con I have is it's still addictive, contains the same level of nicotine as in tobacco. Studies have shown that e-cigarettes contain the same amount of nicotine as cigarettes, regular cigarettes, which is a big problem. Nicotine, not a lot of people realize that, but nicotine is what makes you addicted to the cigarette. So if you're a smoker, you're not going to be able to quit. You might be able to switch from cigarettes to e-cigarettes, but you're still not going to be able to quit smoking them because the bottom line is that you're still getting the same amount of nicotine, and therefore you're still going to be addicted. And nicotine is a very dangerous addictive drug. Next, it's exposing nicotine to youngsters. There's obviously, I see it in college. When I was in high school, a lot of people don't think that e-cigarettes are harmful to you. So there's people as young as age of 12 that are now smoking water vapor and e-cigarettes, and they're very easy to get because they're devices, and it's not harmful to you. So that's obviously bad though, because nicotine is still really bad for you, and it's not good at all to create a culture of giving nicotine to young children at such a young age, and where they'll be addicted to that for the rest of their lives. It still contains some harmful toxins. This would relate to smokers and non-smokers. Formaldehyde, lead, acrolein, and others are still in the vapor. So it's not like the vapor has no toxins. There's studies that have shown, scientists have found out there's still vapor in them. And lastly, addiction means social economic consequences. It's expensive to have an addiction like this, and socially you might have to step away from friends to smoke. So in conclusion, smoking e-cigarettes is not great. It's not good for you, but it's still a better alternative for smokers than regular cigarettes.